What is good, Commanders Nation? This is Sam back for another episode of Commanders Call, your home for astute coverage of the Washington Commanders. Obviously, like, comment, subscribe, wherever you get your content from, you can find us. Happy to be back on this weekday. Had some rookie numbers come out last week. Today, we got the veteran free agent numbers. Also been rumored to have a London game against the Jaguars October 4th. I believe that has leaked via, I think a fan found it. And then NFL Nerd got their hands on it, and the rest is history. So looking like Washington will play the Jags in London on October 4th. One other little bit of news that happened today, I just want to run down real quick. This is going to be a fairly brief episode. Just wanted to do a little early week touch up on what's going on in Commanderland. So they also went ahead and brought back, let me pull them up here, brought back Antonio Hamilton Sr. To play corner. Came in last year. He's in his 30s. I think he's like 33 years old, getting kind of up there in age, but ended up playing as honestly probably one of our better corners last year, which the bar was pretty low there, especially after Amos went down to injury. But yeah, they bring back Antonio Hamilton Sr. It remains to be seen if he will make it to the 53-man opening day roster. But it's a pretty thin cornerback room right now, as we all know. We've talked about this over and over and over again. Very good chance to make the team. I mean, it remains to be seen, obviously, see what he's got left in the tank after last season. But solid depth signing. Honestly, could be worse. But yeah. So that's that. But let's get back to these rookie numbers really quick. I'm sorry. Free agent numbers. Rookie numbers came out last Wednesday or Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see what we got. All right. So we already knew that number one was going to go to Rachaad White. He kind of leaked that himself on his own Instagram. I believe like the day he signed here. I think we knew what his number was going to be. 34 goes to Jerome Ford. And guys, keep in mind that especially with some of these fringe players, a lot of these numbers can change. And a lot of the guys that are on these lists might not even make the team, especially from like the undrafted free agent list that came out a couple days ago. But so, for instance, say you don't like, for the sake of, this exercise, say you don't like Chico Conco in 85 and say 6 opens up if Diami doesn't make the team. That's not going to happen. Chig's going to stick with 85, but these numbers could change. So I digress. Okay, excuse me. Jerome Ford's going to rock the 34. I think if he makes the team, that's the number you can see change. Dyami Brown in 6. That's strange. I'm like, Dyami will always be number 2 to me, and that obviously, well, we'll get to who took number 2 in just a second, but Dyami, I think I even have his jersey somewhere. We got buddies and I got when he got drafted his rookie year out of North Carolina. We liked him a lot. So Dyami will always be number 2 to me, but he rocked 6 in his second stint in Washington. What do we got here? 85, Okonkwo. Number 2 is going to go to Amik Robertson. I think we knew that too. He kind of announced that, or it somehow got announced. Maybe it was like one of the leaks that like they took a picture of their locker when they came to sign. So he'll be rocking number 2. Akello Witherspoon, another veteran corner they signed. He'll also be rocking 24. Always going to be Champ Bailey's number to me, 24, but good number nonetheless. I think that one probably sticks if he makes the team. Nick Cross is wearing 25. He went ahead and announced that on whatever show that her name escapes me. I always get her mixed up with Mina Kimes. But Kay Adams, sorry. He was did an interview with Kay Adams and announced that he's going to wear 25. He said he likes the way it fits his body type. So 25 for Nick Cross. Now, 54, this was kind of a benchmark number for me, obviously, because the great Bobby Wagner wore it for the past 2 seasons, and Dan Quinn, quote unquote, said the door was still open for a Bobby Wagner reunion, but he still remains out there on the free agent market. And it's announced today that new incoming linebacker from Kansas City, Leo Chenal, will take over number 54, which tells me that means Bobby's the door is not all the way closed, but I think it's about as close as it can be without being fully shut. With the announcement, because if Bobby was coming back, you'd have to think that he was going to rock the same number that he has, I believe, for his whole career. So yeah, Chenal and 54. I think that's like no hate to Bobby, respect the hell out of what he did. He's just not the same player he used to be, especially speed wise. But yeah, I think that's a welcome change to that number, and folks will be pretty happy to see Leo Chenal, other than Bobby Wagner, wearing 5'4". I like this one a lot. This might be my favorite one. K'Lavon Chaisson in number 45. All right. I think he wore 44 with the Jags, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look that up. I can't remember. I'm flying solo today, so I don't want to be on my phone. But yeah, 45 as an edge rusher. I don't know. I'm weird. Like, you guys have interacted with me on X, Twitter, before, and have like little friendly number debates. I like weird numbers on players that you wouldn't expect them to wear. Like an edge rusher coming at you wearing 45 is just kind of like, it's even that much more disrespectful to the quarterback to me. And I like that. That's the kind of things that I like, especially coming from my edge rushers, Okay, on to 90. That'll be Charles Omenihu, also coming over from Kansas City. He'll rock the 90, which I believe he also wore as a Chief. Be interested to see where he fits in as well. We've touched on him a bit in past episodes, but he's going to offer a lot of versatility along the line. I like the number 90 for him. Looks good on interior, looks good on exterior. So 90 for Charles Omenihu. Odefe Owe, he was another one that I think it was on his own Instagram story that he kind of took the picture of his locker at the facility and showing he was number 98. He goes back to 98, I think he was 98 with the Ravens, got traded to, I keep on to call him San Diego. Still not used to that. Traded him to LA. I think he wore a different number out there. Now he's back in 98. So 98 for Odefe Owe coming off the edge. I think that'll look pretty slick, pretty fast. And last but not least, we got Tim Settle. And Tim Settle sticks with Old Faithful from his first stint in Washington and rocks the 97. So that's pretty cool. That pretty much wraps up the numbers. Just wanted to do a quick hit on here, talk to you guys about that. And obviously the signing, or can't really call it, I guess you'd call it a re-signing of Antonio Hamilton Sr. Yeah, that's about all we got for you guys. Enjoy, get your jerseys. Football's coming soon. We got OTAs at the end of the month. And we'll be one step closer to training camp and one step closer to meaningful football. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that bell. Hit the notification bell, too, so you guys get notifications when we post, because we're trying to post a lot. We know we're new, but we're trying to get out there, and we appreciate the 1 or 2 people that have come and watched this live stream for us so far. It's much appreciated. I know it's short, but just wanted to get this news out there and say hi to you guys really quick. So, yeah, thanks for listening to Commander's Call. You can find us anywhere you get your content. We're streaming on all platforms. And keep your eyes peeled. We're going to have another giveaway coming very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. All right, get your left hand up. Peace.